Hey, Steve here. I've got a mountain and tree vinyl from AcornGFX and just put the passenger side on. I think it looks amazing. I really like it a lot. I wasn't too sure what it would look like, but I'm like thrilled. And there's two ways of putting it on, as you can find from their YouTube site. But I chose the dry hinge method, which apparently is a little harder, but you don't have to wait for the film of water to dry. I've got a couple tiny little bubbles in here. Looks like I probably rushed moving it out, but apparently tiny little things like that, they're just gonna reabsorb and they'll be gone probably by the next day. So I'm gonna show you how I go through this process just so you can see how simple it is. It really isn't that complicated. So jump back inside, do the prep, and I'll come back out in a minute. According to their website, the YouTube channel, what you want to do is take, and I've got a little squeegee here that they gave us. I'm not sure what side they wanted me to use. It doesn't really matter. You can't damage the vinyl because there's a coating on here that's going to protect it. And so what I've already done is I've cleaned the counter with a cleaner because I don't want any dust on here. And it says you want to rub it, like squeegee out the top of it, and that'll start to flatten it out a little bit. And it's also going to help the vinyl adhere to the top layer. So I'm just doing this. Don't jump up. It's a no cat zone right now. So I'm just going to push this out. Oops, a little too aggressive there. So I'm just going to push this out. Maybe I'm going to do with the felt side. So what I did outside on the passenger side is I'm going to go grab my scissors and I just cut this out really close so I could see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this out pretty close so I can see how close it is to the edge. Apparently you're supposed to have this right within 1/8 of an inch, or 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the window. I think I probably cut it a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch on the passenger side, so it made it a little tricky to see the actual edge of the window. So I'm going to go a little less than 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so this is done. Now I've got to go clean the actual window. I'll come back and get that, and hopefully there's not cat hair over it. Okay. So I have a glass cleaner here. Apparently it's a non-ammonia glass cleaner. I'll start with the glass first. Let's just scrub that really good. And then I'm gonna clean around it as well. Although that shouldn't matter because I'm not floating the decal on the body of the vehicle. Okay, I need that. Okay, so they want 4 corners. Why is that light not working? I don't know. So this is supposed to be within 1/8 of an inch of the window. Rumpled a little bit. See, that's bit too much there. Let's go down here. See, that looks pretty good over on this side. That's good. Just gonna reposition this. There we go. See there's a little bulge here. So I'm gonna, I think this is the one I need to change a little. I think that's good. And last one. Yeah, see, you can, a little bit of a wave there. Okay, cool. Okay. So, I'm going to take about half, but actually I want to do a little more than half. I'm going to start on the left side, so I'm going to go a little farther to the right. I think I'm going to have a bit of a problem somewhere in here. Might have been a little too aggressive on the squeegeeing it out in the kitchen. Okay, I need my scissors. Nope. Hey! Okay, back in the house. You aren't supposed to be outside. There you go. So, what we're going to do is peel this back, because it's not stuck to anything right now. Cut the backing, peel all this out, and then start to squeegee that on. So, let's put that up there. So now that we have the center, we can take these off. I'm going to grab the vinyl on the edge. And then apparently when you get it to this point here and you're peeling it off itself, there we go. You want to maintain a nice tight angle. Don't touch the black. You're looking to make sure the vinyl doesn't start lifting off that top layer, staying on the white. So I just pull it as tight of an angle as I can. It's kind of sticky, certainly from the passenger side, so once I get to the end, I'm just going to wrap it around the back of the car and it's going to stick there. Okay, so I'm just going to go to about there. So I'll wrap that there. There we go. So you can see it's lifting a little bit there. That's okay. So I want to get the bigger side, not touch the black vinyl with my hands or the scissors. Not want to do that. Shit. Okay. Let's try and get a cleaner cut. I think I was too jagged with the scissors. So where's my rack? There we go. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to grab this, get the squeegee ready. I'm going to pull with my left hand, pull it over to the left. I'm going to keep it tight the whole way. Start in the center. So at the end, once I'm done this, I'm going to peel this back and pull this side off. So I don't need to get really tight to the center here because I'm going to redo that. But I want to start in the center, start working my way up and down, pulling my left hand here to keep the vinyl tight. See, now that I'm away from that paper, I can start to get tight with that. But I want to stay in the center, work as much as I can, work my way out. See, this is a little loose here, so I'm going to take care of that. And I'm still, yeah, about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little less from the edge of the glass, so that's okay. And when you do the edge, don't go hard and then keep your squeegee on and pull back because you'll grip that edge of that vinyl and you won't be happy with that. So I'm trying to push this up because I can see that, especially from before, I had a little bit of a bulge in the vinyl. So the clear areas here aren't going to have any vinyl on it. I'm not as concerned about those, but I am in terms of keeping it at the right tension and some cat here. And making sure that it stays all on the window in the right spot. There we go, almost done. So we're done the black part for sure. So now we've got this black line. I'm gonna try and keep that on there for now for whatever reason. So I'm just gonna push that out, center out, center out. And I'm gripping it in the middle here because that's not any vinyl. It's gonna stay on the glass. I'm going to take the opportunity right now to really lean into this because I did have a couple little pinhole, like tiny air bubbles. It's going to be a lot easier to get them out once this top layer is on because I can work a lot harder onto the vinyl with that. And once I take it off and it's just the vinyl, I've got to be a lot more careful. I'm going to rip it. Apparently it does cure, I guess, in a way, not like a traditional paint, but it's going to cure and harden on there. Same thing on this side. Peel that up. So this is stuck now on this side, pretty solid. So I can just pull this off. And repeat the process. Okay, so if I was going to do this again, I wouldn't keep it so tight to the vinyl here. I'd at least have a little tab that I could grip. So 1/16 of an inch, 3/32 of an inch, not quite enough. Oh, I can grab it there. That's good, okay. Sweet. I need to change hands. So try not to touch any of the black. And I put that on a little too quickly. So I'm going to work hard on this section here. I almost think I see a little bit of the paper from behind the vinyl top coat there. So I'm just pulling tight with my right hand. I'm working this out pretty firmly, not super hard right now. I'm going to go back over it. Really not complicated. Just taking your time. There's a wet method, which is a lot safer, I think. But I am comfortable with this. The wet method, you just really 95% water, 5% soap solution, and apparently you just float the vinyl on. You take that white backing off, and you just float the whole deal onto the window and move it around into a perfect position. And then you get busy pressing it on. And then you gotta let it dry and all that water evaporate. I just didn't want to wait. So this seemed to work pretty good. Okay, so let's center out, center out. There we go, sweet. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the center. I got the fabric side of the squeegee. I'm just going to work my way out. You just imagine that you've got little holes on all the black vinyl and you're trying to push it out to an area that doesn't have the black. It's a lot easier to do it now than later. I'm just going to focus on the black here. No use pushing that out because it's coming off. See, that looks like one there. That was right in the middle. Apparently anything under 1/4 of an inch is going to evaporate out, so I'm not too concerned. Michelle likes the passenger side. She wasn't so sure when she saw it in the box, but she says on her vehicle she likes the way it looks. So that's good. There's a little bubble there. Finish off with the hard plastic side. There we go. More pass on the edge. That's not taking the vinyl off, and it looks good. So again, really tight angle. Just hold it right down on itself. And when you get to the vinyl, just be careful that it's not pulling it. So don't pull, like pull at an angle if you can on these. It's gonna come off, it's gonna come off. I think that's, is that coming off? I wasn't sure. I think it is. Nope, no, we're good. Okay. So just try and, as much as you can, pull it at an angle. See how it's staying on. Keep it really tight, like don't pull up, pull it right across. Nice, steady. This is where the middle was before, I believe. Yeah, I kind of messed a few areas there. Hopefully that comes out later. Try it. Okay. And that tutorial last final bit. It's always the last bit. Okay, there we go. Move these out. Tore that a little. Just cut that. Go. And that looks like it's lifting up a bit. I'm going to cut that. Okay. I'm going to leave that and that. Hopefully that comes out later. And that one. There we go. But I like it. I don't know if you can see that too well. Let's pull it out into the street. Nice, I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice. So AcornGFX, if you're looking for some final decals, not complicated, nice look. Subtle, but cool.